All right, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and thanks for listening and watching. So I'm very excited about doing Good One Donald. Biden posted on the X, and I was like, you know what, I need to do a Gematria decode, because though I am alert and aware and leveling and totally out of the 3D dimension, out of the 4D, however, this is the thing. I want to be very careful with how I talk about this. I have to stay in this in a frame of mind that's very positive, very non-negative. Let's say it like that. So, as I talk about what I'm seeing in the Gematria, in the Decode, this is just about code. This has nothing to do with spirituality. This has nothing to do with magic or anything like that. It has nothing to do with religion. It only has to do with, because we live in a construct, because we live in a simulation. Those of us who are aware that we are in a simulation understand that this simulation can be looked inside of, and we can figure out not so much what the future be, but the options of whatever dimension we're in this present moment. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that bell, and thanks for watching. You don't have to agree with my decode. If you decode, that's great. If you don't decode, please do not leave a message trying to explain to me that didn't make any sense, because if you're not in any level higher than 5D, I'm always going to be positive to your comment, because I don't want to have to level down to 3D dimension, flat earth, baseline earth, where Enlil and Inky dwell, to deal with anything you have to say. Okay, if you don't understand who Enlil and Inky is, those are the gods of the Old Testament. Okay, so yeah. Okay, thank you. They call them Yahuwah, Yahweh, Yahweh. I don't even want to go into all that. All right, so a good one, Donald Biden posted on X on the day of the Dow's record, alongside a video that Trump's 2020 predictions with news coverage of the high. So I don't have to listen to what Donald's saying. Donald definitely is part of the constructed matrix. His character is actually a awesome character that he's playing. Hopefully he can stay out of the 3D realm. Bless Biden. Bless Biden. So let's go for it. So the first thing I want to show you is, I put in Good One Donald. Okay. So in doing that, it gave me, I like being orderly, 125. Now, I'm going to paint a picture. I'm going to actually bring pictures to this screen here from my other screen. And we're going to walk through what is going on inside of this game. We're in a game, people. And the game includes all of our understandings, all of our awareness or lack thereof awareness. You may not quite exactly get everything I'm saying. I'm sure you know enough, because you wouldn't be watching my video, because my videos are shadow banned into freedom. I'm fine with the few folks that find my channel. There are a lot of channels out here who are definitely trying to stir people up to wake up to your highest self. Don't look to other folks to save you out of whatever it is that you be in. You have to awaken and deal with your eternal self. You have to deal with the real you, and all the things that you don't like about you, and all the things that people say that possibly could be true about you. All right. And then, then there you go. You'll be free. Yeah. So, ordinal. So what I did was me explain. See these brackets here, these things here? This is coded language for those folks who don't know. This is coded language right here. Inside of coded language. That's what I put here, okay? Now, 125 ordinal. Let's deal with 125 ordinal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this article. You already seen it, okay? So in removing this article, you don't have to worry about that article being seen anymore, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this new one here. And let's not computer. Let's not. Let's not computer. I don't feel like editing. I have so much to do today. I am human. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a clone. I'm not anything other than a human. So I need to make this time useful. Hopefully the video will be less than 15 minutes. If not, if I extend it out to longer than that, it's just what it be, okay? Hold on as long as you can. This is going to be really good. Okay, so let me move this over a little bit. Okay. This over a little bit. And that's just the matrix in the background. I'm trying to show that. Let me move this over a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I want all of this to be seen amply. Because y'all need to be able to see, and I need to be able to see the tabs. Okay, so the first one was 125 ordinal. So let's go to 125 ordinal. So it's talking about, you see it? Okay, it's talking about space. It's talking about something's going on in space. Okay, NASA SES 125 mission. Okay, do I want to go further into that? No, because remember, we're in a constructed matrix. There are projections, there are screens, we're in a game. Okay, and the further along we go, the better you're going to see it. Now we're going to do reduction 62. Remember, I'm painting a picture, and by the time we get to the end, or probably midway, you'll probably see what I'm saying. Remember, we're talking about Donald. We're talking about Biden said something to Donald. Okay, good one, Donald. Okay, that's what he's saying. Something's going on in space. We have evidently a team out in space, or some people out in space. There's an understanding of the dimensional space. We may not know. Well, I know, but there are a lot of humans who do not, people of the planet who do not recognize that there are entities, beings, higher beings who are, let's call them angelic, and there are those who aren't angelic, but of course they can't go beyond they can't go beyond certain realms. But anyway, the point is, this is what they're talking about in plain sight, straight up on Yahoo. They don't even care because they figure you don't know. But a person like me will explain to you. Reduction 62. Let me see, can I find reduction? Oh, let's go to 62 here. Okay, so 62, boom, this is about the vote. Mason, 62. Is Donald Mason? Absolutely. That's part of his game. It's part of the role he has to play. He has to be in a secret society. He has to be part of a certain brotherhood, because those persons in brotherhood have decided that they will stay in the 3D world. The 3D world permits them to be able to come back, reincarnate as much as possible, to refine their low vibration. It looks like Donald is at least behaving as if he doesn't want to be in 3D anymore. He's bucking against the system. His character is. And then there comes a time and a place for everybody to say, you know what, I'm not perfect, but hell, I'm just not going down the way y'all want me to go down. I'm just not doing it. So, just like sometimes animals eat their own, that's what happens in kingdoms. Now we're going to do a reversal 226. Okay. And this has to do with Article 226, right petition. Anything pop up here, this silly people, it's just how they are. They want you to advocate and buy stuff. Right petition should not be dismissed on grounds of alternative remedies when only questions of law are raised. Supreme Court. So this is about Donald and this whole theatrics of law and courts, the Supreme Court, and all these things that's going on. Okay, all the things that's not proper. That's part of his play. That's part of what he has signed a contract to be in. Okay, so don't get emotional or worship Donald. Just let Donald play his role out. He's playing it very well. I mean, he's an exciting character. I mean, he's like, woo, 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 It's like, but don't get caught up in the emotional theatrics of it. Look at it as, hey, that's how I should be. I should stand my ground on what it is I be, and not let anyone move me or system move me off of what I be. And I don't want to be part of a system that tells me what is right or wrong, and I want to be in a system inside of what I know is right and wrong, then permit. All right, so let's go to reverse reduction 55. Now, I want to talk about reverse 55 without even going to it. Okay, 5-5. If I had a picture of someone, 5 handprint here, a handprint here, 2 palms, That would be a doorway. Okay, that's a number 10. It's the beginning. It's the beginning and it's the end. It's the 1 and the 0. Okay, it's like a reincarnation thing starting over. So, but let's look at 55. I'm sure I got a tab for it. I always like to entertain imagery. So this is angel number 55 means positive changes are coming. Evidently, they're coming for Donald and whatever mission he's trying to do. And it has everything to do with the blackness, the brownness, the struggle he's going through reminds everyone of as if he's they say RICO charges. Well, it's as if the guy is just pretty much the Anunnaki breed, you know. I know his people's genomes, you know, are probably different than those GGs, if I'm GGs, Anunnaki workers that came here a long time ago, but we ain't gonna go into all of that. But that's how he's being treated, aka he's being treated as if he's a Negro. Okay? And that's because this system is ran by the Anunnaki, the brown black gods that no one ever talks about except for those folks who are in the know now. Okay? So it says, buckle up, changes in the air. Angel number 55 represents an exciting shift on the horizon. Something is new is about to begin, and you can expect to enter an important period of growth in your life. Thrilling adventures are just around the corner. It talks about the angels and all of that, which are light workers or light warriors. If you're at a high level, if you're in light frequency, high frequency, then it would be angels for you, or light workers for you, or light warriors for you. It wouldn't be demonic demons. It wouldn't be genies or anything like that, because that's low frequency. It's not about good or bad. It's about in this game we play, duality game we play. It's about frequency. It's about what frame of mind you want to be in. You know, what frame of mind have you perpetuated? What frame of mind have you spiraled yourself down? Can you get out of the spiral? Can you get out of the pink tornado? I'm thinking about a dream I had. Okay, so now let's go on to standard 395. I am really excited about this. California Route 395 road trip. So now this thing is really going to be like a road trip. What the character Donald plays, he's going to take you on a road trip along with him if you are committed and dedicated to Donald. Now, this is the thing about the road trip. If you do not understand what frame of mind that Donald's playing in, you could wind up not going on the same road trip as he's taking. You know, you may not be able to see what his end be. Now, the road trip, everyone's actually taking a trip. Now, the trip has no past and it has no future. It's every moment right now. So, unless you're keeping up with Donald every moment right now, you will not understand the road trip 395. However, what you have to see is, and know is for myself, I speak for myself as well, is that you have to applaud him for standing in himself, standing in his right now self. Hello?
This method.
See what I'm saying? This is the kind of stuff you have to deal with. Folks be trying to hit you up and it be fake. But anyway. Okay, so I answered that because I didn't want to edit. And that's just how life is. So anyway, the road trip, the interruptions, like the phone call, the interruptions. Okay? Donald will have interruptions. He's been having interruptions, but this doesn't bother Donald. I think Donald's getting it. I think Donald's quite understanding that this is just part of his ride. And he has to take these opportunities to enjoy the ride. You know, sometimes when you're on a low base frequency, here it is, people. Donald has been in a low base frequency. I'm not saying he's low as Diddy Combs. I'm not saying that. Or I'm not saying he's low as Biden. I'm not saying that. I would never want anyone to be that plight. But those folks can rise as well. But it would take, they would really have to just do a turnaround. I mean, they may have to be persecuted over and over and over and over, back to back, day after day after day after day, corrected over and over and over and over. And then they may wake up and realize, dang, life trying to tell me something. I need to pay attention to what I hear on the inside. Such as this mega preacher right now, bishop right now, that's going through something. I hope that what he's going through causes him to come out of the low 3D frequency and rise to the higher frequencies. I think he can take this opportunity of the things that he's done in the past, and maybe even current. Maybe he can take this opportunity, Jacobson, Jake. Maybe he can take this opportunity to see it as an opportunity to allow himself to come up off of the hill and allow himself to, in his pride, ego, go into nothingness, and then and as they say, like the phoenix rise from the ashes, or I done died one time, don't have to die no more. Be willing to die from self and rise up into the newness of life. Rise up from the ashes, like the phoenix that rises from the ashes. These stories, even the Chinese people talk about, is just a representation of how life is, you know. And if he can do it before this time frame is done, and he can level himself, just like Donald's leveling himself on these 395 road trips, it would be very wonderful for him, because he really needs to. I used to call him in the day Jake the Snake. Now people call him that all the time, because a long time ago, I made videos in another state. I was trying to get him to realize then, hey bro, you can do better. You can rise above your childhood, you know. And sometimes people have to go back to their childhood, just like Donald, you know, his father being Frederick Christ, you know, Trump. So sometimes what's in you, there's good in you already. There's an awakening already in your seed. All you got to do is get back on that path, get back on that long trail that we consider time. All right, we have here Alabama Hills. Then we have here historic site, Japan. Talking about World War II. It's talking about war, but I'm just saying historic site, the mountains, the peaks. It represents Japanese, you know. Then we have here ancient pine forest. Pine trees can stand a lot of turbulence, a lot of trouble. The wind may blow, but they can stand. And matter of fact, they actually help the land when I want to call them the sperm from the pine tree gets on the ground. It actually nurtures the ground. So though the winds may blow them and it may give you sinus problems, it actually helps the earth. Okay, and this train thing, bishop is tied also to scandal, because this is part of the plight to set people free. Bishop being part of the scandal during the same time Trump is part of the scandal brings in a duality. It brings in you have, like, for the D side, the Democrat side, most Democrats probably listen to T.D. Jakes. And then you have the others that listen to Trump on the Republican side. Now, two people who are prominent, who are seen as a crowned one, like a king, Trump, and you have Bishop Jakes, as if, of course, he's still under the Pope, even though a lot of people don't know that. He's like a bishop with a crown. So hey, you have these two characters who have crowns in the eyes of men and women that are now going through scandal. And one says, I'm going to fight it because I need my name cleared. So I'm going to go to court and I'm going to deal with it. And then you have another one that says, no one can say anything about me. And even if I did it, I can be forgiven, blah, 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 blah. So may both of these guys be able to get off the railroad, that train that leads to more chaos, and get on the path that leads to a high vibration. So we have here mammoth mountains and lakes. So right here, when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I thought about the woolly mountain, something that can endure, something that, yeah, cold winter's time come, but hey, you can do it, and both of them can do it. You know, it's funny that Jakes comes into this, because I wasn't even thinking about Jakes this morning, but yeah, those who judge Jake also judge Trump. But both of these characters, Jake's character, he was in this movie, I think Left Behind or something, or one of these shows, and he was one of the ministers that was left behind. And I thought, wow, that's peculiar. that he played a role being left behind, and then it looks as if he desires to stay in the 3D dimension. And the 3D dimension, remember, are those folks who believe in Solomon's temple. They believe in brotherhood. They believe in occultic missions and messages and secrecies. And this is their world, because their father, or the one they want to call father, which isn't the father, it isn't the creator, but he is one of those scientist personalities. Let's call him Inky, who spliced and did a whole bunch of things to make bodies for humans. But anyway, if you don't know about that, go find out about that. So then we have here Yosemite National Park. I had a dream in 2012 that this place is going to release some energy, because Gaia, Sophia, the personality of the earth, declares and decrees that personality wants to ascend as well. Almost looks like a face right there. Wants to ascend as well. Doesn't want to be in this 3D dimension on that level. And I understand why. So when you see the earth doing what it's doing, it's the earth itself is an energy. The earth itself is like the sun. It's a personality that needs to free itself. So I say bless the earth. I continue to believe that everything will work for the earth's good, her good. Just like the turtle that the Native Americans speak of, carrying everything on its back, So yeah, you have to just love the idea that the place that we have been planted to live on and have experiences on, such a beautiful place. And may we just always appreciate the best way we can. I don't have a corporation, nor do I have multitudes of billions of dollars to hurt the earth with. Those folks who have a lot of money, they need to think about not hurting the earth, and things that aren't going on the earth don't need to be pretending like going on with the earth. So it talks about national reserves. So this is just about the earth. This is about the path of the earth, all the things that's going to happen, all the things that in the third dimension that will not correct itself. Though this is the path, this is the road that a lot of people will be on, okay? And even if you see a lot of this stuff happening, cities, economies collapsing in small cities or whatever, or maybe these small cities are the only ones that will maintain themselves, not under the CBDC system or the third eye system. Well, I don't want to call it the third eye. Let's say the all-seeing eye, because the third eye would be actually something that's wholesome. Okay, so sorry. Then we have here hot springs. It's not like Arkansas, but it's not. It's California. So the earth definitely does what it does. It's just going to be a lot of change in the earth. Excuse me, I apologize. And that's what it's talking about. There's going to be a lot of change in the earth. Okay, a lot of change in the earth. So let's move on and let's go to number Latin 3:25. Let me try to hurry up a little bit. So this is the brown oval. So the brown oval would be brown, the skin color, oval, office. Okay, you always hear about blue pill, red pill. You've been blue pill, you've been red pill. Well, what about brown pill? This has to do with this pill in general has to do with the urinary. Okay, the pee. The pee. I mean, a lot of pissing around going on right now, right? Let's go on to Sumerian. And remember now, though the times may seem like they're getting dark, browner, it does not mean that you have to see it so dark. You can say, okay, this is part of the game. This is an opportunity for me to stay at peace, stay in joy, stay steadfast, unmovable, always abiding in love. I'm telling you, people, above all things, peace, love, just peace and love. Be at peace while you're abounding or abasing. See, when you're abasing, we may want to fuss, but count it all joy. Be like, this just part of it. I'm gonna roll with this too. I'm gonna be happy about this too. When you and your spouse only agree 24/7, 7 days a week, 365. So you know what? Every now and then, maybe 4 or 5 days out of the year, we may not get along. Fine. awesome, beautiful. We'll figure it out. That's one of the most easiest things I can relate to, being married for so long. Sumerian 750. Let's look at that. So Sumerian 750. This one here, really, y'all. This is the crown. It's just like the UN. The UN crown. It's also the Olympics. You know, with the Olympics, with the crowns, with the awards, with the give and takes. Some people get awards, some people don't. Depends on how far they run. Are you going to keep running? Are you going to keep running for your life? So what you're running because you want to, in your third eye, see Christ, like in Truman Show, where he realized at the end, I'm done with this game. I'm done with being played with. I am just going to say, adios, love you. Don't hate nobody. I know y'all was looking at me. Okay. You got to see all things are underneath this dome of the game. The game. It's just a game. All the animals, players, everybody's players under the rays of the dome, of the energy of the dome. Okay, so let's go to let's remember the elk, whatever that is, a deer. Okay, so here it is, leave the world behind. So this is actually what it's talking about. In order to leave this third dimension behind, you got to get on a road that's less traveled. Now look, we see a lot of Teslas. So a lot of Teslas were abandoned in this show. And it's duality, black and white. But even these animals understand there's a change coming in this, an uphill journey. Okay, uphill journey, okay? And the uphill journey is leaving 3D and going up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and thus far. Leaving the state of mind that says, I have to suffer, I have to do upsetting things. You don't have to. Now look, remember earlier the brown pill, the oval pill? Okay? There you have it. Okay? And he's actually, Barack was one of the executive producers of this movie. Okay? Interesting. Very interesting. Brown. He's brown skinned. And right now, Obama evidently is in the Oval Office and it's not Biden. Interesting. All right, so let's go to the next one, and that would be Reverse Sumerian 1356, if I'm not mistaken. So here it is. Let me get to it right quick. Just bounced off there, didn't it? Here it is. So this is about coins, tokens. This is about the crown, kings, presidents. It's about royalty. It's about the game. It's like a chess game. This is a game. Who sits on the throne? You have to sit on your own throne. Anybody else you worship or you look up to and you're hoping that they save you, they sit on your throne. They sit on you and you sit underneath their throne. Whether you know their name or not, huh? I would say rise above it all. Let me see. Let's go to Capitals Mix 248. Let's look at it. So this little guy, Little Dirk, whoever he be, I guess he's an artist, rapper or something. Just because y'all waited. That's what I thought when I saw this. Interesting. Then he has something down here that talks about refuge, red man, pass the water, switch up, party in heaven. His lineup really, he's part of the game. Now, according to what his image looks like here, it looks as if he's not part of the high level game. He's part of the duality of the low level game. And so just because y'all wanted, just because y'all waited, I'm thinking about everything that we just went over. That would be nice for those above the 4D and above. A lot of us are definitely not waiting in 3D, but we're like a bridge for those who are still a little slow in understanding they must deal with their inner self and get to know themselves and stop worrying about all of this television and all of this propaganda and all of this, oh, war, oh, we're going to starve, oh, blah, 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 prices, this, that. Look, that's part of the game. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but you cannot get caught up, tangled up, wrapped up in it to the point where you keep your focus off of the world you want, the reality you desire, the reality that you create. You're giving all your power to everybody else. And of course, Lil Durk is giving his power to those who master his music. I'm sure he may be talented. Who knows? You know, I'm sure he's not anybody from my age group that could rap. Okay, so 248. Now let's add to that, and we're gonna add to 248. This 248. So in this 248, it's literally talking about this. Now he says 752, but remember this is two rotating and magnetic. Once again, it's talking about the earth, the energy of the earth, the poles of the earth, the thermal of the earth, the energy. Just a lot's going on. Let's just say that radiation, magnetic field. Okay, let me go back here right quick. Cool. So you understand it was 248. So you don't think I just, a dim red dwarf star. Okay, so this is what's going on in this world. Now remember, when we first started off, with this. Okay, and then we went to, court. Then we were treated like a black man. And then we saying all these different things going on along the path. Brown, oval, man. And then we dealt with the deer, the crowns. And then I talked about how Obama is the man that's executive producer of this thing. And he's brown, oval. He's actually the one who's being the president at this present moment. And then remember, position of power. And then we talk about the crown, we talk about Donald, we talk about Bishop, we talk Jakes, we talk, all these players are right now brown. Then we talk about Trump, Bishop, and Obama brown, but they both are sitting on these thrones of power that they relish. And then we got this little brown boy, Lil Durk, like Lil Dirt, but Lil Dark. Just because y'all waited. And then we go on and we deal with, just because we waited, those of us who are definitely staying high frequency, but definitely knowing that more people will definitely rise above all the distraction, see this life as the game that it is, see it as an opportunity to come out of fright, come out of chaos, come out of all the terror that they put on the news. You just got to come out of it. You got to stop watching it. You got to start getting about scheduling things in your life that bring you joy. Start dealing with people that don't argue with you. And if they do argue with you, you have to deal with them. And you have to just say, you know what, I'm just not going to have to be right all the time. This is okay. This is this person's point of view, and this is my point of view. And it's just how it has to be. Okay, so he talks about the constellations, Andromeda, the chain, maiden. He talks about a whole bunch of different things. But that's just the general framework of mine, is just understanding, talk about Venus. It's just talking about what you can see with your naked eye. And evidently these things are so close to us that you can see with your naked eye. Okay. Flare star, luminosity is talking about just understanding that there is something going on. Okay. It really is. Here go another one. Okay. Kappa. Okay. I mean, it's being very specific. Okay. It's being very specific. Sigma, leader, but not like alpha, not chaotic. Don't need to own and be. Okay. This game that we live in, this Gematria, the computer, the AI system. I'm not using the AI. I'm just using the computer itself. But it'll give you information that you want to know. As long as you don't worship it and act like it's some god, some electronical god. A god is just dog. Okay, there's nothing special to it, people. It's just duality on this planet we live in. God is, flip it, be honest, flip it, be honest, dog. Then why is it dog? Because it's dogma. Why is it dogma? Well, dog, am God. Who's God? They're saying the person who wrote the dogma, the Catholic Church and those who are above them. I am God. They are your dogma. From the Protestants to the Catholics to the Muslims, everybody fall underneath one of these Anunnaki dogma. Okay? If you don't understand what I'm saying, well, don't be fearful. Just understand that come under no tutelage of nobody and you'll be okay. Just don't freak out. Another one is, I thought this was peculiar. I thought maybe this was something some of my adult children be interested in, the ones in their 30s. Attack of the Celestials. So here it is again, and it's talking about episode 240. I've just never heard of this stuff. I'm just not. I know what it is to elevate me into focusing on me and my goodness and kindness and not trying to hate on nobody and hurt nobody. 248 episode of the fairy tale anime and the 73rd episode in 2014 series facing Tartarus. Lucy does her best to stand against the henchmen as well as the demons. So this sounds like the same thing with Trump. As Murder places a reward on her head. Ooh, that's the court system. That's the court system we were dealing with earlier. The court system. Can I find the court system? You know, that was Trump thing there. This is the court system thing they're talking about. Okay, it's all him being dealt with like he's just an Anunnaki sperm or something around. So that's just all it is. You know, some people want to treat him like that, but then they're saying no. If he's going to behave the way he's behaving, we're going to treat him like that. Okay. And this has to do with celestials. This has to do with the energy of Gaia, the earth, all of it. Everybody's coming together trying to help. Look like they're trying to help her as well. So that's good. You know, the unseen forces are even trying to help right now. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. It goes on to say, let's see, as Margaret places a reward on her head, and Lucy is forced to fight against the entirety of the dark girl by herself. You know, I think about Lucy. When I say Lucy, I always think about Lucifer. Because Baphomet, who looks like Lucifer, is a Trinity. Interesting, huh? And that 316 number is attached to that being. I think it's 316. It's not 318. I think it's 316. I got in trouble a long time ago for bringing it out. I have no idea why, but they tried to cancel my channel. I've lost many channels. So that's why I'm not on YouTube for money. Don't even try to send me any. I got all the money I need. I even got someone even insulted me one time because they were like, you don't even want people's money. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's just I don't need your money because everything I ever need, I already have. And I'm of the frame of mind to understand that, look, people, there's nothing I would ever need that I don't already have. You can count on that. I got millions sitting up in unseen treasure boxes. Okay. So Lucy is forced to fight against the entirety of the Dark Guild by herself and is eventually overwhelmed by her opponent's strength. So in this story here, there's someone that's going to have to, there's someone saying, oh, evil's against me. Let's say this, because there's many characters in here. You have Brown, Obama, you have Jake, you got Trump. And in these plays, in these roles that they have to play, that they choose to play, I'm not saying they have to play it, but they still fall into that same spiral, that number 8, that infinity land sideways. Okay, so Lucy is forced to fight against. So let's say Trump, Jay, Obama, forced to fight. Now, Obama's doing behind the scenes, but anyway, against the entirety of the Dark Guild. Everybody think they're fighting against darkness. Even when they're not fighting against darkness, they're fighting against their goodwill being done. So when you see somebody going through to get through, and everybody against me, and I'm going to put a copyright on your video, you can't talk about me, it's because they are claiming they're fighting dark forces. But it's really, you got to reap just what you sow, or karma is a beach, or let's put it like this: you got to go through all your opportunities of neglect and shame to get to your highest self, from Jake to Trump to Obama, if he so allowed. This is a great opportunity for all of these characters to rise above it all and not stay in low frequency. Like I said, sometimes people are fighting because they're saying, hey, you made me a little bit more dirty than I really am. And then some people are saying, hold up, I'm too good to be called dirty. Don't people out in me? And then other people, they're like, oh, no one calls me dirty, even though I very well may be dirty. All right, let's go on to the next one, and that's going to be another one. I'm really into this one. So we have UFC. I had to bring this one in because every time I turned around, I would always see busts and fighters. And I was like, oh wow. Busted fighters, being busted up. A lot of stuff's being busted up right now in 2024, starting 2023, but 2024, a lot of things are being busted up really bad. Which on the path, like in California, the path. Let's see, can I find the path for you? This path, on the path, okay? The road, on the path, okay? Everybody's on the path, okay? The deer on the path, and Obama's moving, okay? So there are a lot of busting up. There's a lot of spiritual warfare going on right now. It's not so much about killing anything. It's all about energy level. And of course, light always is able to move aside low frequency energy, dark energy, because it exposes. And when you expose, people move themselves out the way. They just shut up. Like, I don't want to get exposed, All right, so let's see what else I have here. Did I move on? Yep, I moved on. So, reverse standard 3160 is the next one. Let's look at that. Remember all of these tabs now, people. I don't know how to go back. So, there it is again. It's talking about the planets. It's talking about the matrix. It's talking about the construct. It's talking about all of the planets, Saturn and Jupiter and Venus, the sun himself, kid son, Mr. Son, Mr. Golden Son. Okay, so that's why I call him a he, because they always tell us truth in the strangest ways. Okay, so everything is an energy, everything's a power. So once again, it's just confirmation. Now we have satanic 58. Now it's 580, but it's 58. Okay, right here. There you are. And you say, well, it's not satanic. It is. But that's fine, because that's just a low frequency. That's just 3D realm. That means that those people who are into Masonry, secret society, they'll be reincarnated just to be on this earth to be recycled. And maybe that's the contract they signed. Some of them may not even understand that. So they'll be the builders of the rising from the ashes. However, I don't know if any of them understand, or do any of them understand that they can go above 3D, that you can go above 3D. The gods of this plane, or let's say the brothers and the sisters of this plane, who are not real gods, but the point is people worship them and they follow their dogma. So, the dog of the underworld, that dog head being the mask or whatever he wears. The thing that Obama paraded around Colorado, all the way to Colorado when he first became president, is the Egyptian black Sphinx dog or something like that. Okay, I see his picture in my mind, but I ain't trying to. Let me see. I'm not trying to. Can't remember. All right, so 580 satanic. Here it is. This is Dataman 580 barcode reader. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 So this is all about technology. But this is about data, man. Data. This is about accumulating data. Data. Data man. Data man. Data makes the man. Okay? They're accumulating data to make the man. Okay? You have to accumulate data to make dogma, to make I am God. So they're taking data to make a man. They're taking data, the codes to make a God man. Okay? So their dogma, their God will be from data, that people will worship data. And this energy will tell people what they should and shouldn't do. And it'll do the news. And I did a video the other day which the AI would not play the characters who are, it's called News One. It's a new news station that's out, I guess yesterday. Is all ran by AI, Dataman, and they're pushing data algorithms using codes, and they go out there and they gather all the things that's going on the internet or anything anybody's pushing out, and this information gatherer is able to provide those who want to watch the media that the AI presenters give. It's not even human. Now, do these data people deserve a space in this realm? Yes, they can be in this realm because their data, their energy, their entities. Those who do not have vessels, bodies, avatars to present themselves here, they'll gather up as a group and become the data man. I hope that makes sense, because to me it actually does. Okay, so we have reverse satanic. So let's look at reverse satanic. And I go back and watch my own videos, so it edifies me if nobody else. God, like, ooh, yeah. So we have shadow-born apostle, creature, human clerk. Okay. Once again, this goes back to brown man. It goes back to bishop. It goes back to the crown. It goes back to people who are seen to be worshipped. Yeah, shadow born, in the shadows, dark, in the shadows, things being done in the shadows, okay? Demonic creatures or just low frequency things are going on. There's a battle going on, there's a shuffle going on, definitely. But people are being seen, and certain people are being seen as apostles of a movement, apostles. I would say, do not worship anybody. Be about working on thine own self and going within to love yourself. And then when you go within to love yourself, you will love all those folks that you thought was unlovable. Even if you don't deal with them all the time, you still love them. But there's a sacrifice going on. And it's all about the sacrifice of people's thrones. A lot's going to be exposed. They said that William Clinton is possibly one of those people that have the island issue going on. And also, I heard that Mr. O himself, and we'll see if they go into detail about why and what was the depths of their association with these people that take advantage of children, okay? In this shadow world of low frequency. In this low frequency world, they take the energy from the good ones. Okay? I just put it like that. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's see, did I do another one on this one? So this is number 681 as well. And lo and behold, the royal inscription, King of Syria. So this is definitely, like I said earlier, I said it way in the video about royalty. I'm surprised I hadn't seen any purple. All of these people who become presidents and leaderships, they're all related in some shape, form, or fashion. You better believe it. The palace without a rival. this is what it's all about. It's about the Dataman becoming the one who runs the palace, not so much any president or any personality that's in human flesh in the avatar. It's all about a palace without any rival. That's what the AI is all about. Propagating a dogma, a God. Who's God? The Dataman. Because the Dataman can hold all information and retrieve it. But the Dataman isn't just one personality. I think it's just a collective that's on the low frequency. All right, let's go to, did I do another one? Okay, I went and did I do 62? 62 reduction. I'm surprised I didn't do it here. So we got single reduction, KV exception 62, SKV exception 62. Now this is prominent. When this reduction we did up here, this means that you better pay attention. This is what this is saying. It's saying if you thought you knew what this was about, I wonder why I didn't do that from the beginning. 125. I skipped it, didn't I? Oh wow, let's go to it then. All right, there it is. This is what it's all about. Boom, that's just what it's all about. Getting you to believe in the system. Okay. When Biden them got in, Hillary, Michelle, all of them were royalty purple. I was like, wow, they're really telling people that they're in a transition, huh? Because purple is transition as well. Red and blue is transition. Republican and Democrat have yoked together in this transition, transitory, as John Pierre says. Is it John Pierre? Yeah, John Pierre says trans movement, transitory, just everything. Transformers movie, everything, trans. They can have their jokes. But they can have their jokes because that's the game that they want to play. Okay, that's the game they want to play. And it talks about here stones, tablets from Nineveh. We know what happened to Nineveh, fire from the heavens. Describes his army's victory of the battlefield. Anytime you hear about Nineveh, you say, "Woo, oh my goodness, ooh, what's lasciviousness really abroad?" And of course we know grown folks do what they want to do. Just don't fuss about it when you get sick and can't get well. Okay, so that's predominantly what the game is about. It's literally about battle. It's about no one wants anybody else to be in charge that's in the unseen world. They don't want humans to be in charge anymore. Okay, they're just done with it. They're just done with it. They'll just put themselves in an AI, a robot. Those entities will say, "Look, I need transhumanism." All right, so let's move forward with 55. That of course is doorway. That would be doorway, and 55 would be on here. I said earlier doorway, and I'll say it again. Doorway. I don't even think I went into that. Yeah. So let's do this one again. Okay. So in numerology, 55 amplifies a powerful energy of change. The number 5 is associated with transformation or transformative. Remember I said transitory, transformer, transgender, trans. Here it is. A highly energetic experiences like adventure, creativity, rebirth, Phoenix coming out of the ashes, and independence. This thing wants independence. It wants its own mind, its own will being done. You got it? Exactly. Spot on, baby. Spot on. All right, so here it is, 73, EP exception, U.S. George Washington. Once again, the spirit of freedom is what this is about. It's about, first of all, you have to personally set yourself free from the game and understand you're in the game. I don't know how many times I got to say this, people, but in the game, you have to have your tokens. You have to have everything you need to stay focused on playing the game. And some of us get to skip stuff in the game because we know it ain't called cheat codes, but the kids call it cheat codes. But you know some stuff because we have been here many times before, and this is probably the last. Most likely the last road out for us not being left in 3D. So a lot of folks, it'd be wonderful if you just, care enough about yourself to just, wake up to the game. Okay, so Battles on, of course, and remember this from the beginning, okay? It's in the heavens, warfare in the heavens, but also warfare on the planet, okay? All right. And then it talks about the angelic number. These are the chakras. This is what's going on, okay? Leveling. It's waking up all the things in you that need to be awakened, okay? All the things in you that need to be awakened. Okay? According to numerology, the number 73 is reduced to 10. Number 10 is 5, 5 as well, okay? Okay? It says, therefore, according to numerology, number 73 takes on the meaning and vibrations of the number 1. Number 1, of course, symbolizes new beginnings. So there's going to be, through all of this shifting and changing that's going on, those folks who know, who are in secret societies, who are in the occult, who are in lodges and all that, a lot of these people already know there's a shift, and the shift has to do with the new beginning. But it's not so much a new beginning for them. They will stay in 3D realm. But the real true new beginning is for those of us who rise above the construct, rise above the Candyland game with Eddie Murphy, the Candyland lane. I did a video on that, and I explained how it truly shows you we're in a game, people, and you can't get caught up trying to win some recognition on this plane. You need to just rise above this plane. And that's what was happening. At the end of the game, all the promises, everybody assumed they were going to become wealthy, and it all was taken from them. So I would just say, gain the whole world, lose your mind in the process. And what's your mind? You're losing the purpose of why you came. You forgot why you came. Okay? Number 1 carries the attributes of development, uniqueness, initiation, and communication. Okay? Communicate with thyself. Work out thy own soul salvation. And initiate some things that are positive and not negative every day that you find yourself awakened. And then be unique. Don't be afraid to be unique, okay? And then make sure you develop what you need to develop. So let's move on to the next one. And this one is also EHP Exception 73. And this is this little fella, code name Kids Next Door. Okay? Kid Next Door. Got all the power, got everything. You know? Got everything. 362 is the next one. Prime 362. Got all the power. Look at the matrix behind him, just like in Jim Carrey when he played the show. What is it called? You know what I'm talking about. Jim Carrey. Christo was the guy in the dome, watching him his whole life. I just talked about it earlier. Truman, just like the president named Truman. Okay. They show you right here. Cartoons just tell you everything. They tell you everything. But remember, because we're in a game, they can show you the truth in the game format. And this is the game format. Okay. And later on, this will be explained even clearer. Okay. All right. What this is? This one. Talking to people in the arena. And some people know they're in the arena, like football arena. All football is fake. It's all done by the numbers. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, I'm really not sorry. For you guys that need to wake up. All right. Wake up. Be happy about waking up. Okay. So now we have 842, Trinal 842. Initial direct cost, deferred rent under 842. Okay. And this is the right of use, assets, including its subsequent amortization. So anyway, this reminded me of the 5G smart cities, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Codification. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely them converting. Okay, let me say it like this. Right now, money movers inside of this 3D realm have succeeded in removing a lot of people from ownerships of homes. And they're going to convert these places like California, New York, Detroit. That's why Brandon, I think Brandon's from, Mayor Brandon is from Chicago. Never ending story fella. Brandon Johnson, I think that's his name. Whoever he's the mayor of, that's what his city's about. They have government-run stores and or just government. The government's pretty much saying these are the stores, like the WIC stores. You can't use WIC you can use WIC at regular stores, but there are stores, WIC stores. Let's say it like that. I'm gonna get caught up in that. But there are challenges that will occur that will try to knock people off of their right of use gain with their assets. Okay, so you just have to understand that. Look, don't be moved. Don't be moved. You know, we don't own anything anyway. But the whole point is, you don't want to put you don't want to put everything in rentability. You don't want to put everything in leasability. You know what I'm saying? No. We own nothing, and we can still be happy, as Klaus Schwab says. Own nothing and be happy. You will own nothing and be happy. When I want to say, Mr. Sir, want to be Darth Vader, we already know we don't own anything. But I do have the right in this game to make anything I want to make. So in a way, whether it's ownership or not, it still comes from my imagination. So go sit down somewhere, love a boy, with your afternoon on the beach. Okay, we have squares 1559. Excuse my voice, people. I am really, I guess, going long-winded. Ultimate Guide to EIP 1559. Okay, core infrastructures. I'm not going to talk too long because I think that trying to talk about this decentralization stuff, just understand this is blockchain, understand the new system. For those folks who want to be part of the new system, will be available for them. And then look, as above, so beneath. Okay, they're saying there's a duality system that's coming into play. Now, a lot of people aren't going to go into this system. And they'll say, no, thank you. No, thank you. And so this system has to understand that, because it had not manipulated or tricked enough people in the game to fall for it, that they will not be able to do that Dataman plan, because that's the Dataman's plan. The Dataman's plan is to present a dogma that you have to do something because, oh, there's something that happened in the solar. There's something that's going to happen in the solar that's going to cause the system, the satellites, to go down for 3 days, and then after 3 days, then they get them back up, and then, oh, lo and behold, you got 3 weeks before you may possibly have to put your monies possibly in the safest system out there, which is the CBD system, the World Coin system, the Fed system. Y'all trust the Fed, trust the Fed, trust the Fed. And people be like, no, not trusting the Fed. And then some people say, well, I trust the Fed. And just like with this thing that came out on TV, they say, what was it called? Corey, and he's 19. Well, Corey at 19, what came on TV, and Corey at 19 was like, if y'all know, get this pow, you know, y'all gonna be without. So 3 days, something happens in the atmosphere, a firestorm or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, 3 weeks after that, oh, you have to get on this system because it's the safest system. And then people be like, hell to the no, to the no. And just like with Corey 19, they gonna turn around and be like, you know what? From 2020 to 2023, y'all suffered. And some folks still walk around here with their faces in a pamper because they are in the 3rd dimension. They are fearful. And I'd be like, man, they still in the 3rd dimension. A blessed little heart, you know, you can't hate on them. It's like, oh, you just feel sorry for them. But, you know, teach his own. That's the game they want to play. And then, you know, after that, you know, they're going to see, can they threaten and bully. And, oh, they look in the news and say, you know, you're hurting America because you're hurting the globe. Oh, we are the world. If y'all would just agree to come on along, then everybody would see America's all on this new system. And then we would be all right. We'll be all right. And we look like, no, we're not going to do it. Thank you. May your God bless you. Ink your Enlil, because I'm just not going to do it. And I don't even know what you're talking about, because I have options. What are you talking about? I'm like, Lynette, I have options. All right, let's move forward. I have to enjoy myself doing this because I got up this morning and said, you know what? I'm doing a video. I'm going to decode today. Period. So this is my reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to decode today. Just going to do it. Okay. So it also talks about the blockchain network with its flexible programming language, enabling the developers to write software that can support blockchain transactions and management and automation of particular outcomes. Okay, so everything's set. I'm not saying that blockchain is anything of low frequency. All I'm saying is that that's the kind of system they want. Okay, they want a system that's supposed to be a free system, but you will find out that the system that Dataman wants and has is not free. The Fed system. If you want to get on there, you definitely will be 3D. So I would say figure out something prior to the drama occurring. And it's propagated drama, it's prepared drama. So don't say I didn't tell you. Okay? I told you. So just in case you never hear my voice again and this channel disappears, understand I told you. Okay? All right. So angel number 1559. That's square 1559 again. Ask you to lead others through their dark patches. Use your kindness and strength. So I've been saying that the whole time. You know that. With kindness and a reminder of your strength, it can help people through dark patches. Now, you're not responsible for these people, okay? You have the power to bring people into their frame of their right mind, you know what I'm saying? You only have the power to keep yourself fluent in your right mind. The activities of your limbs, keep yourself healthy and well, you know, and don't eat bioengineered food, GMO food. Don't get pow-pows just because somebody says you need a pow-pow every year. You know, you just need to believe in thine own self. And speak to your mountain to tell it to move. Speak to sickness and tell it to move. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta take control of your life and don't take the perspective of, I can't tell nobody what to do, but I'm just saying for myself. I would say to myself, life and death is in your mouth. Self, you can speak to the mountain. Self, love yourself. Keep moving. All right. Moving on 1559. Here go 1559 again. What did the Elizabethan religion settlement established in 1559? You got the Roman Catholic, the Church of England, the Protestants. So they're just talking about a system that got set up. Okay. All right. Okay. A religious system got Jake again. But also remember the crown that have to do with Trump because he's part of I forgot the king's name, but he's related to Hillary. Him and Trump and Hillary are related, so they are part of a just like with Vivek and Kamala Harris. They're part of a Vivek and Kamala are part of the Talmud priestly family, and then you got Hillary and Trump part of the king's family across seas. All these people are part of a chess game, and they are okay with that. And hopefully you'll understand that you don't need to be just watching somebody play. Play your own game. Knowledge is power, okay? Elizabeth as the supreme governor. Most people accepted this as Catholics still felt that the Pope was the head of the church. All but one bishop and 2,000 priests refused to take the oath of loyalty to Elizabeth's settlement. 27 bishops stepped down rather than take the oath. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of folks stepping down. A lot of folks stepping down. You're gonna see a bishop stepping down. You're gonna see somebody that's worshipped almost as a king stepping down. You're gonna see somebody behind the scene getting exposed as well. We don't call his name. I'm trying not to focus on him too much. But they'll work for their good. That's what I'm saying. It can still work for their good if they let it work for their good. Now we're going to do 1214 for Biopsy. I love the Biopsy sequences. But anyway, this planet is made of water. This planet is known as GJ1214b. It's made of pure water and consists of no rocky surface. It's nicknamed the ocean planet. Okay? So look, this is what I thought when I saw this planet. I was like, you know what? That reminded me of the Deluge. The first Deluge, because there's two of them. when the giants went into women, they were able to go into women because have relations with women because of GGs, because Murdoch, you know, he was married half this, half that human, and they were Anunnaki, and the workers of the Anunnaki were like, wait a minute, if you marry and have relations with her, how can you have relations with her if she's not angelic? And lo and behold, oh, humans are angelic, but they're Anunnaki as well. They were hybrids. And so that's how the story begins, and that's why they want to hold the planet. See? Because they've been here a mighty long time. And sometimes, just because you've been here a long time, just because you, what did they call those people? Squatters in California, where a squatter gets into your house and you didn't tell them they could live there, and somehow they've been living there for a week or so. The Blue Book laws, which are Catholic laws, say they can live there. Did y'all not know that? Move forward. Okay, we also have here 1214. Now this kept popping up, and I was like, there's no way this could make sense. But I was like, let's just go with it. We got 33. Look at this right quick, 33. Since you're just sitting there looking at me. False flag, secrecy, masonry. Los Angeles Police Department. So we got 1214, Mercedes-Benz. So this engine, this tri-star, this engine, this well-made engine. Just like when I saw this, I thought about CERN. And I thought, why did I think CERN? But I'm not going to argue with the way my mind thinks. And I thought about CERN. Mercury succeeds. I'm like, if y'all have any ideas, look, I'm just attaching it to everything else as I go along. Okay. Okay, let's move forward. So now we have 777 reverse primes. Now usually 777 is completion inside of the three realms. But let's go back to see 777 again. CERN, Dataman, that makes sense. And you know, this Earth, this planet being flooded like this reminds me of the Lord. In the old times, they were literally wanting to flood the Earth, and they had devices outside of the atmosphere shot down to the Earth and caused the flood to happen. You know, a lot of people don't even know that, but that's what caused it to happen. Anyway, so there you go. There you have it. And so the Star of David, compiling evidence that the six-pointed star is good, not evil. Look, it's all about duality. It's all about not so much about evil. It's all about high, low frequency. It's all about what are you using your vessel for, your energy for? Because you know we're spiritual beings. We're energy. So what are you using it for? Are you using it for love? Or are you using it for injury? Injury to whomever, yourself, whomever. Stress, terror, worry, fear, just that. So now, do some people use it for harm? Yes. And some people will use it for good? Yes. I would say I just let it stay in its own state and look at it. I worship nothing, no image, no nothing. But I do respect or give regard to how it's playing itself in the game as well. Okay. Then we have here, which is quite peculiar, we have here reversal trigonal 2256. That's what this is here. Lord Garmadon. Tell me, I was like, what in the heck? What kind of mess is going on here? I really did. But it's like Darth Vader. It's saying it's a game. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. This is a game. There are players in the game. Please understand this. There's duality in the game. Okay? But the purpose of the game is for you to have opportunity to learn about not being a servant in the game. Don't serve in the game. Okay? Don't serve. Don't be a beggar, eat crumbs from the master's table. No one's your master. Okay? And then this one is 2256. Again, I kept seeing motorcycle. I skipped over this motorcycle so many times. I was like, Come on, people. The wheels of time. The wheels of time. Yes, yes, yes. The wheels of time. Hyundai. Got power generator. Interesting. And on your travel light, don't have a heavy load on you, so you can move smoothly as you travel. Okay. And if you have a family, still, understand that they can come along, or they don't have to come along, because the coming along is within you. Okay. It's not without you. Everything's within you. That's why they do television to your vision, to your eyes, to get to that third eternal eye inside of you, the pineal gland. And they fluorinate it to death if they can. And you just have to say, you know what? I'll just eat me cilantro every day with my salad, and I'll get me a filter and filter my water. Bless you, people. They keep trying. Oh, look at them. They're trying. Oh, because see, when you're in a game, you got to understand you can't get angry about them trying to make you lose the game, because they feel they've already lost the game. They know they're not coming up out of 3D. They know they're going to have to revamp their master, the ones they serve, the ones they choose to serve. They don't have to, because all of us are equal. They choose to serve this low vibration on the earth, and they don't feel any hope. Okay, so here it is. 2256 again. Reverse Ragnal. Memory Alpha. So the beginning, in the game, our memory, the strength is in you being strong enough to remember who you are. See, you have to be strong enough to remember who you are and not be afraid. Don't be afraid, Remember who you are. See, there's definitely something going on above the earth right now. Big time, big time, big time. Look at this thing keeps popping up here. What is this? Man, big time. We got to start, I guess, gaining that memory. Got to retrieve your memory of who you be. That could try to go the Mercedes thing again. Interesting. Y'all seen it just as I'm saying it. Okay, this is Star Trek. The Next Generation, or just Star Trek? This is Star Trek. That's his. Captain Kirk. Okay. There are people watching outside of the planet. However, in another dimension, if you see anybody that comes in the sky and they and everybody can see them, 9 times out of 10 it's blue beam fake, because only people that's going to be able to see anybody that's in another realm are going to be those folks in a higher dimension, that can see through the veil, the Oz veil. Okay, look at all that. Wow, that's what's going on right now, people. That's what's going on right now. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Interesting. Earth outpost. This is definitely what's going on. Yes, it does. All right, let's move forward. Same thing. This is 2257. Let's go back to 2256. 2257. Interesting how that one popped up there. This one doesn't supposed to be in there. Let me remove that. Okay. 4286 reverse squares. Let's deal with that. So it says Deerfield. So remember the deer. Professional firefighter. So there's a fire going on right now. Okay. There's a fire going on right now. Deerfield Township. Interesting. Warren County, Ohio. Which I'm not gonna say that town itself means anything. Just remember we were talking earlier about this right here. Let's get back to it. See if I can find it real quick. This here. Okay. Okay. That. The movie. Okay. The movie. Alright, it just all flows back to one another. Deerfield professional firefighter. So of course, high level people will be considered professionals, and then you got low vibration people aren't professional. So there are a lot of folks showing up in the game. Can I go back to my box? Thank you. This is 4286 dashing. Anybody that does gaming, it's like that black box on the Simpsons where it has the Sasquatch guy, the Sasquatch, the Abominable Snowman guy in brown, Earhart plane. You got Trump's wig and all that. Well, there was Hamburglar that was sitting in front of this box. That's what that represents. You know, the black cube over there in the Middle East. Everybody's giving their mind over to the Dataman. To the Dataman. Okay? We're all in a code. We're all in a game. You have to be very careful not to give yourself over to the data. Man. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's not the Dataman. You know, maybe creator of all. Creator of all. Masculine, feminine, eternal. Yeah. Perfectly balanced. Okay, so this is 428 baby boom. So this is just saying once again that we're in, see the space, we're in a play. This will be a mom in a play or a movie. Your life, okay? Let's not get it mixed up. Play model, okay? We're in the play. Know how else I can say it. Villa 462, Fairfield, double Fairfield again. This is the real, well, this is the matrix. This is what we consider reality, a home in reality, okay, in California. 12.9 million, that's a 9/11 backwards, okay. Interestingly, so they're trying to study for that. They're in an emergency state of mind, I suppose. Let's see. So that's the real house. This is the fake house with the same number, okay. Real house 43286, fake house 4286, okay? It's just the same kind of thing. Inside of a gaming box, inside of a matrix, inside of a coded language, okay? I'm just saying. And we have the Deerfield, okay? Deerfield, remember, stay focused here, people. Okay, Fairfield, okay? Let's move forward. I'd like to say something about this other thing. No, thank you. So here it is. This also is that number, but it deals with 4286. It deals with the greatest hits on the road. So all of this distraction, all of these people that play the game, all the stars, all the singers, all the rappers. Right now, a lot of these people are out of service. They don't even need them anymore in the movie industry. Not in service. Don't need them in the movie industry. But really, also the visitors. See, can I find another picture of the visitors? All those folks that's just watching the game. All these folks watching the game that got close to the planet right now. Let's get to it. They're like watching high up, and they're watching all the games. A lot of these people are already left the earth. Well, whether they're left the earth, their bodies are no longer being used. So yeah, it's like a lot of people coming, looking at the earth right now, and they're like tourists. To them, it's cool, you know. They're doing tourism right now, and we are the show. Evidently, we are the show. We are the show, and they're looking at us. And that's the thing. In this game, you have to say, I'm going to take charge of my own episodes. And then we have this. Insider sells SVP Chief People Officer Sarah King sells 4,286 shares. Look, that's that reverse square, okay? Shares of Darden Restaurant Incorporated. It's very important that the Darden Restaurant Incorporated is popping up right now, because this is just confirmation to me that this is definitely what's manifesting, continuing to manifest. I'm spot on. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Darden Restaurant. That says a lot to a person like me. Of course, they own Olive Garden, Lone State House, blah, 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 blah. Really, on a 9/11. On a 9/11. If you understand what I'm saying, this okay. Darden Restaurant. says on the date of the insider's recent transaction, shares of the Darden's Restaurant Incorporated were trading at $165.25, giving the company a market capitalization of $19.41 billion. Okay? With current share prices at $165.25 and a Google focus value at $176.13. The price to GF value ratio is 0.94, suggesting that the stock is fairly valued in relation to its GF value. Calculated considering historical trading multiples. Let me get off that. Morningstar. All right. 37. I skipped 62. Let's go 62. 62. Boom. There you go. Remember? All right. 37. This has to do with, we just talked about Vogt and Mason. Okay. Code 37 has to do with someone. I haven't seen this film, but I read the thing. When a famous author is assaulted in a shady part of the city, Hannah and her team investigates and stumbles upon a prostitution network involving college students. So this thing is about the folks, whether Shriners or not, or part of the Jesuits, or part of this shady ring, this network, to say network. There's a network going on. Okay. Code 37 talks about a network. Okay. So, Kabbalah, legal, hex, jinx. This is low frequency. So you can let y'all see what this is right there. I think a lot of y'all should know what a jinx is. Just because you know, it's the thing that Will Smith played. The genie. Let me see, can I put it over? There you go. Will Smith played that. So that's what's going on. He may be part of that network as well. Hopefully he can find himself humbled and awaken to just walking away from low frequency. That's the goal. And the goal in mind has to do with rebirth. We're at week 37. There's a rebirthing going on, okay? And a lot of folks gonna be reincarnated again, but a lot of folks not, okay? And this ring has to do with things that can cause people to get pregnant. You know, this here involves these people with these things here, okay? You know, I feel like these people trying to mess with my video. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we have, this is what, 37, a train, a locomotive, transport, a wheel, I think, that definitely are taken down. However, count it all joy. See it as an opportunity for you to make sure that whatever foods that you love, that you will always have a reasonable amount of it, so that you won't move into the frequency of fear and distress and panic, because that's all it takes for you to go into fear and panic. And once you go into fear and panic, they got you where they need you, on your knees in low frequency. There's nothing wrong with knowing a storm coming and being prepared well enough for it. Not being prepared because you're afraid, but being prepared because I don't have time to be focusing on the store and not having tissue paper and food. I have other things I have to go and live my life about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This last Corey 19 thing that was on the news all the time, and people were bullying you if you didn't get pow. That for me and my husband, it was one of the most prosperous, blessed times we've ever had. And we're still flossing off of the blessing because we knew not to go panic mode. We knew that this is the opportunity that they're having everyone panic and think the world gonna end. The world isn't going to end, not that way. People will end, but not the planet. Now, you know, Sophia Gaia / the Earth literally saying she out this beat too, meaning there may be another energy that comes to this planet. But when you hear through the grapevines that Even the Earth saying, she done. You have to laugh. Now this is produced, this is the British Rail Modernization Plan. Okay, so this is just talking about um, their network, the inner city services, trains being used and all of that, and no one needing cars and all of that. So this is just a transition, a transformation. It's a very powerful one that they're pushing. However, that doesn't mean that there won't be other options. So that's why panic mode doesn't have to set in, because as long as enough of us see other options, we never have to be in that controlled 12, 15-minute city. You never have to be in those 15-minute cities. You don't have to even, they can be in that if they want to be in that. And they have the right to be in a confined, open prison city, just like over there in the Middle East. There's an open prison city that it's very obvious it's a prison. But that's the role they want to play, and that's the game they want to play. So more power to them. May they learn from all the wars and rumors of wars. May they have an opportunity to come to know who they are, remember who they are, the highest them, the greatest them, the love them that's loved. All right, so we have here number 37 again. I was like, ooh, I really don't watch movies that much, do I? I hope you know what you're doing with these gangsters. So let me play this for a minute and let's look and see what it's saying. Plantations of it. Reflection, prostitution, seeing through the glass. A lot of backhand things going on right now. All fear-based. But this is in 3D. This is in the 3D. Interesting. All right. So this just shows you right now in the third dimension, a lot of entrapments are going on. Criminalization is going on. A lot of scandal. A lot of loan sharking. Saddest stuff, in the world. Financial debt. A lot of stuff going on, but you don't have to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to jinx yourself into this system ran by Enlil or Marduk. Okay, you just don't have to do it. Choose just enough. Okay. 37. Jinx. Eugene. Okay. And now, am I giving spoilers? Yeah, I'm sort of kind of giving y'all the heads up on the game that people play. I would say more about that, but you can see it yourself. 37. The story of the American plane reappearing after 37 years is a myth. So that's what they're saying. So remember, things will, when this thing happens that's in the game, is to be seen as just part of the game. It's not to be afraid. Oh, planes are missing, planes have disappeared, or they reappeared somewhere else, or there must be a Mandela effect, or there must be a shift going on, blah, 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 blah. You better not get in the fear, because I am not. That's most dangerous. And then we have here AMC dying in block 37 for the block. So it's all about block. Not so much blockchain, but block. A block. The black box, the block. Okay? The Q, okay? Alright. Chicago, Illinois. Obama. Interesting. 59 Smith & Wesson keypad, powerful. Okay, a double action pistol produced in 1971 to 1982. Okay, 14 round capacity, staggered, stacked magazine. Okay, the Browning high powered. Yep. All right. There will be something that happens. Okay. 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 Just remember that. Can't talk too much about that on YouTube. So we got 59 again. Remember, we just did 59 with the weapons. Okay. Stuff happens with weapons. Stuff like this. Okay, this is part of the game. Do not pick sides. Do not be angry at people. This is part of the game. Know thyself. Okay, this is just part of the game. Okay, ISIS, Ra, the Elohims. Let us make man. This is part of the game. Okay, okay, part of the game. Then we have here. Where's the part I wanted to read? That was quite interesting. It says, designed. This is Lockheed Martin's release. Okay, this thing, August 4th, 2023. The low boom X plane is 94 feet. That's a 911. Along with the 911 wingspan for maximum takeoff weight. Propelled. So they're talking about a General Electric engine, and they're talking about, they said here that it's supposed to be going up on a certain day. I think that's what I wanted to talk about above all else. Let me see, can I find it right quick? Rolling out the hangar on August. That's what I wanted to talk about. This thing rolled out on the August 4th, 2023. Excuse me. Something that can actually go far, far, flying high in the sky. You can tell I love children. Lockheed Martin F-59, quiet supersonic technology, sometimes sky, with American experimental supersonic aircraft being developed at the Skunk Works NASA boom. Oh, it's so much technology they already have out here that we don't know about. And then, oh, new technology. Oh, we didn't know that. Oh. So there's going to be new technology that comes out. It can be used for the good or it can be used for the bad. There's technology already out there in the sky. I've seen planes sitting upward in the sky and shooting out, I would say, cloud seeding, but not sideways, making these weird angel-like clouds. I saw that a couple days ago and I thought, ooh, that's so interesting. And here it is. Okay. Let me give you one more. Room for 3. The Mercedes, the tune, we would say Trump, Jake, Obama in this instance. Hopefully they will get themselves together before that time expands. See how this stuff goes together? Computers, all of it goes together. It's like the craziest thing I've ever seen, but this is just how the game goes. Bingo! It's a game. It's how it goes. Even the animals in the sea, remember that. Engines, all of it, y'all. It's just all going together. It's just the craziest thing on this game is. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and thanks for watching.